Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Brian from Soul Law Group. Can a spouse file for divorce even if they played a role in triggering violence in the marriage? It's a difficult question, but one that has real legal consequences in South Korea. Let's break it down by looking at a real-life case that sheds light on how Korean courts approach this. Back in August 2017, a couple, Mr. J and Miss S, got married. But things quickly changed. Miss S started a demanding job, came home late, and sometimes stayed out overnight. Their arguments escalated. Then, in February 2018, after one particular heated fight, Miss S texted Mr. J saying she wanted a divorce. In a fit of rage, Mr. J physically assaulted her. Although they reconciled briefly, the violence continued. Eventually, Miss S filed for divorce, claiming that the abuse made her married life unbearable. But Mr. J argued that Miss S wasn't innocent either. She stayed out late, didn't communicate, and never showed remorse. So the question became, does Miss S still have the right to divorce if she partially contributed to the conflict? Legally, two big ideas come into play here, the fault principle and the breakdown principle. Under the fault principle, a spouse who caused the breakdown of the marriage can't file for divorce. This is meant to prevent one party, especially an abusive one, from unfairly ending the marriage on their own terms. But there's also the breakdown principle, which says that if a marriage is clearly beyond repair, the court should allow divorce regardless of who caused it. Now, Korean courts mainly follow the fault principle, but there are exceptions. For example, a court may allow divorce even from the spouse at fault if both parties clearly no longer want to continue the marriage, or the wrongdoing is offset by genuine remorse or efforts to support the other party, or if enough time has passed that the original fault no longer feels decisive. When making these decisions, the court looks at things like the severity of the misconduct, the couple's living situation, whether they have separated, the well-being of any children, and the emotional and financial condition of both parties. In the case of Mr. J and Miss S, the lower court initially denied the divorce, saying there wasn't enough evidence of serious mistreatment or total breakdown of the marriage. But the Supreme Court disagreed. They ruled that being repeatedly assaulted or insulted to the point that continuing the marriage would be cruel does meet the standard for divorce. Under Article 840 of Korea's civil law, that counts as both unjust treatment and a serious reason making it difficult to stay married. So in the end, Miss S had every legal right to file for divorce, even though she wasn't perfect in the relationship. This case reminds us that courts don't just look at who started it, they look at whether continuing the marriage would cause real harm and whether the relationship has any future at all. It's a powerful example of how justice can still be served even in complex, emotionally charged situations. Well, we hope this video was useful for you. Feel free to leave a comment, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on legal updates. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.